Hi, welcome to Tuesdays with Rachel. Thank you for joining me this week. Today, I'm going to talk about whether or not you should consider teaching math during the summer break. If this is your first time with me, my name is Rachel, and I have been homeschooling for 15 years. I love summer. I love the fact that my schedule is so much more relaxed. I love that I can go to the pool, go to the park, sleep in. Well, maybe not sleep in, but I love the fact that school schedule is over. Anybody else out there like that? I love summer. However, early on in my homeschooling journey, I had a family emergency that kept me from teaching my kids for about 3 full months. And as you can imagine, we got quite a bit behind. So during the following summer, I decided to do just a little schooling to try to catch up. And we only did, not the full schedule, but we only did like reading and math. The results of me teaching math during the summer months took me completely by surprise. Not only did we get caught up on the work, which I expected and was huge, but when fall came around and we started that fall schedule going again, I noticed that my kids were more than ready to get started in math. We did not need to review math facts. We did not need to work on elements of math that my kids had forgotten over the summer. The transition was so smooth. The first day of school, for math at least, was completely stress-free. So since then, I have included in the summer months some math education, whether it be lessons or games. I'm going to share with you some benefits of why you should school over the summer months, just a little bit at least. Now, a lot of these you've probably already heard or you already know, but hopefully you can get some new information out there. But I will also give you some ideas that will help you keep math going over the summer while maintaining that feeling of a summer break. So what are the benefits of teaching math over the summer? Well, first of all, you get caught up. If you've got behind in your school year last year, the summer months are a great place to get caught up. If you have things coming up in this next school year, like you have an extended vacation or you have an addition to your family added this school year, it'll help you get ahead so that later on you don't get behind. It also helps reduce boredom. I don't know about your family, but my kids, about week 3, start coming up to me telling me how bored they are. But when I started schooling over the summer, one thing I noticed is, well, we would do school in the morning, and then they would be free to do whatever they wanted. But the interesting thing is after we did school and they'd go off and do things, I did not hear about them being bored. Now, I don't know if it's because they were accomplishing something in the morning, or probably more likely, they were afraid that if they expressed their boredom to me, that I would give them more schoolwork to do. So either way, I didn't have to hear about them being bored. So if you're hearing about your kids, or if your kids are complaining about being bored, you might want to just start throwing in some math lessons. You know, you may not have to hear it again. It will also help keep your child's math facts solid. That is a great benefit for teaching math over the summer. I don't know about your kids, but my kids would be really good in their math facts at the end of the school year. And then if I took any time off at all, then my kids will start forgetting. And at the beginning of the next school year, they have forgotten so many of those math facts. And we had to spend 2 weeks or so building back up those math facts. But if you're doing those math facts all summer long, they're ready to go. If you have a struggling learner in your home, it is imperative that you do some math over the summer. These kiddos work so hard just to learn what they're learning. If you take 2, 3, maybe 4 months off of their schooling, they will forget what they've learned. And then come fall, they're going to have to build all that information back up, and they endure so much frustration and being overwhelmed with the amount of material they have to relearn. So help your struggling learner by doing some math over the summer. Now, how do you teach math and still have fun? Well, when I taught math lessons, that is, I would only teach 2 or 3 days a week. I would teach Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Or if there was a holiday or I wanted a longer weekend, I would teach Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. Either way, but it's just keeping that math going. You don't have to do it every day, just a little bit, and that's all they need. I also, as I alluded to earlier, I would teach math in the mornings, and there's several good reasons for it. First of all, your child's mind is very fresh in the morning, so they're retaining that information so much more crisper. The other thing is they get that math lesson done, and then they're free to do whatever it is that they want to do in their day, which is much easier than if they were to go off and have fun and go out with their friends, and all of a sudden you call out the backyard, McKenna, come on in, it's time to do math. It doesn't go over so well. So teaching math, getting it over with in the morning, and then letting them go off and have fun, that's the best time to do it. Also, have fun with the math lessons. Don't do them in the classroom. Don't do them like you typically do. In fact, we did math outside or in a completely different location. So here's some pictures of some kiddos enjoying math in an unusual place. We would go out on our deck. I had a portable whiteboard, so I would take that out on the deck. I would go on the front porch. We would do math lessons in the trampoline. We've gone to parks and sat at a park bench. All kinds of places you can do math, keeping it creative, keeping it fresh, letting your child create new memories and getting some vitamin D while you're outside. Just fun ways to make math fresh and new during the summer months. You can also have your child do their worksheets on the deck or on the driveway. This spring, my daughter decided she wanted to get the sidewalk chalk and do her worksheet on the driveway. And so that's the picture you see there. And not only that, but after she finished doing her worksheet, she wanted to continue to write on my driveway. So she decided to create her own math problems to solve. And that's what she did. So there's abundantly more problems there than what she had on her worksheet. On the other side, you see a little girl. We got this picture a couple of weeks ago of a little girl who wrote her multiplication table on her deck. So just give your kids sidewalk chalk and let them go at their worksheet on the driveway or on their deck. If you don't want to teach math lessons during the summer, you will definitely want to play math card games. And you may ask, well, which games should I play? Well, you can review the games that you played the last school year. Find the games that your child enjoyed the full year. Maybe go back a couple years and play an old game that they really liked. For example, go to the dump, maybe even. Also, I encourage you to learn new games. It's a great time to just learn new games, things either covering topics that they've already learned or covering topics they're going to be learning. If you don't know where to find some, you can go to the Math Card Game book and pick the chapter, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, fractions, whatever topic you want, and just pick a game out of there. But you can also go to our website. If you go to rightstartmath.com, and if you click on this blog and go to categories and click on card games, it will pull forward all of our blogs that we have written over the years on card games. And there's quite a few out there. And the benefit of viewing the blogs for a card game is that it gives very detailed directions on how to play the games, including pictures or even video. In fact, right now we are in the middle of a summer game series, and this is summer game number 4. Each week we send out a new email telling you of a new blog that has been released. So if you want to be added to that email list, if you click up here where it says email sign up, just click on this and then sign in your email address, and we'll send you a weekly blog showing you the summer game of the week. Play those games outside, at the park, during adult swim, while you're at the pool, on car trips. We took our card games everywhere. We would play in the doctor's office. We would play in restaurants while we're waiting for our food. We would play card games everywhere. And not only are you keeping up their math facts, but you're creating new memories and unique places to learn and have fun. And actually, when you go to the park, don't be surprised if other little kiddos don't come up to the table wanting to play games along with you. It's happened to us before. Here's some pictures of some kiddos playing in unique places in their sunroom, by the pool, and on the floor. By the way, we never played card games sitting at the table, or I'm going to say rarely played card games sitting at the table. We would almost always sit on the floor or under the kitchen table or on our deck, any unique place that we can find to play games. Play games with friends. Bring in your kids' friends. Let them play together, especially on rainy days. That's a great idea. Say, hey, come on in, play some card games with my kids, pull out all of the cards that are needed, explain how to play, and say, hey, after you play for about 15 minutes, I've got some snacks for you. Your kids are going to have fun. And next thing you know, you're going to hear them giggling in the other room. And you never know, those other kids might say, hey, can we come in and play some more math card games? So, and their parents are going to love you for it. I guarantee it. You know how some libraries have summer reading programs? Well, Right Start Math has a math program. It's the Bingo Summer Program. And if you haven't heard about it yet, let me tell you a little bit about it. If you go to our website, again, rightstartmath.com, and if you click on this events button and then click on Right Start Bingo, you will be directed to this page. And this is just some information about it. So you can sign up for a bingo card, and that will look something like this. And if you play all of those games, you don't have to play them all in one day. Play them throughout the next month or so, and take a picture of that and send it back to the address listed on this page, then you are entered into a drawing to receive either a fraction magnet, a fraction puzzle, or an Abacus Junior. So it's an incentive to get your child to play these games a fun way, and give them a goal. And so who knows, you might be the lucky winner of one of those prizes. So I hope these ideas have given you some incentive and encouragement that you can continue math during the summer months while still enjoying the summer break. I guarantee that you will be so glad that you did when fall comes along. I hope you found this video helpful, and if so, I hope you click the like button. And if you know someone who is looking for some math activities to do during the summer, forward this email or this video to them. Join me next week as I talk about what you can do after you've finished all of the Right Start Math levels. We get this question all the time. What do I do after Right Start Math? What do I use for them for high school math? I will talk about that next week. So until then, have a great week, everybody.